Welcome to the WION podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we explore how a US naval blockade reshaped traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, revealing why only a handful of tankers passed during the first phase of enforcement, despite rising tensions and strict military oversight. Early shipping data provides a glimpse into how vessel movement adjusted under these conditions. The directive focuses on ships entering or leaving Iranian ports, with US forces warning of possible interception for non-compliance. At the same time, neutral vessels bound for other destinations were allowed to pass, though under close monitoring. The operational zone extends beyond the strait into nearby waters, including the Gulf of Oman and parts of the Arabian Sea. Initial reports indicate that only a few tankers successfully transited the strait during the first full day. These included 2 US-sanctioned vessels and 1 additional commercial ship, all of which were not linked to Iranian ports and therefore fell outside the primary scope of restrictions. One notable vessel was the Rich Starry, a Chinese-owned, US-sanctioned medium-range tanker carrying approximately 250,000 barrels of methanol. The cargo had been loaded at Hamriya in the UAE. According to tracking services, it became the first ship to pass through the strait and exit the Gulf after the blockade began. The vessel is also reported to have a Chinese crew on board. Despite the heightened military presence, the waterway itself remained open. Merchant vessels continued to move, although with increased caution. Some ships altered their routes, while others slowed operations in response to the evolving situation. The restrictions were not a full closure, but rather a targeted measure aimed at Iran-linked shipping. US Central Command clarified that vessels not associated with Iranian ports would not be targeted. This effectively created a dual system: restricted movement for certain ships, alongside controlled but ongoing transit for neutral commercial traffic. No confirmed attacks or seizures of commercial tankers were reported during the initial phase. However, naval forces maintained a high state of alert, carrying out surveillance and mine-clearing operations in surrounding waters amid elevated regional risks. Shipping patterns also showed signs of early disruption. Some vessels approaching the strait turned back shortly before entering, while others reversed course as enforcement measures came into effect. Meanwhile, a small number of Iran-linked tankers managed to exit the Gulf just before restrictions were fully enforced. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most critical maritime corridors, handling a significant share of global oil trade. While the blockade has intensified geopolitical tensions, maritime traffic has not come to a complete halt. Instead, it continues under strict monitoring and selective restrictions, reflecting a delicate balance between enforcement and the need to keep global energy flows moving. Thanks for tuning into this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.